Hey everybody, how's it going? Matthew Kadish here, author of the Earthman Jack Space Saga, available over on Amazon.com. So if you guys like science fiction and want to support the channel, go check out my books. Every little bit helps. And today we are going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects, which is this currently brewing streaming war over in Hollywood. Now, if you followed my channel, you might know about these streaming wars, but in case you don't know about it, let me just quickly fill you in. Essentially, there's a big disruption going on in the entertainment industry right now, very similar to how cable kind of disrupted broadcast television and home video kind of disrupted movies and all this really exciting stuff. And the entertainment industry is changing in terms of how it delivers its content to consumers. So typically, historically, big studios would create their content and they would either deliver it to TV stations, which would broadcast it out over the airwaves, or put it up through cable providers. And the shift that's going on is called over-the-top OTT, or direct-to-consumer, which basically means that the studios are kind of bypassing the middleman now and delivering their content directly to people who are subscribing to it via their mobile devices or their home TVs or whatever through the internet. And this was kind of a model that was pioneered by Netflix when they moved from delivering physical DVDs to streaming media. And it was quickly adopted by Amazon, and those two companies have kind of been leading the charge of the OTT direct-to-consumer model. And the big Hollywood studios have seen how that model has flourished and how consumers have responded to it. And lots of people have canceled their cable subscriptions and chosen to go with the direct-to-consumer over-the-top streaming services. And the big studios have looked at that and said, hey, why are we giving all of our content away to these competitors like Netflix and Amazon when we can be making our own platforms and collecting all that sweet, sweet subscription revenue? And so all the big studios, Disney, Warner Brothers, CBS/Paramount, and basically all the big studios have been gearing up to launch their own streaming platforms and compete with each other for everybody's subscription dollars. And in order to do that, they're having to ramp up their content offerings. So they're spending a lot of money right now getting new shows kind of ready to be made in order to attract people to their specific platform. And it's a very exciting time to be looking at the industry and seeing what everyone's doing. But one company that has been kind of quiet in terms of their streaming offerings has been Facebook. Now, the interesting thing here is that Facebook actually has a over-the-top streaming service called Facebook Watch. And probably not a lot of people know about this, even though it gets something like 150 million views a day. There's a way where either through the Facebook app or the website where you can click on an icon and it goes over to Facebook's streaming service, Facebook Watch, and they have a bunch of collated content on there that you can go through and you can check out. In fact, I believe Facebook just closed some type of deal with 20th Century Fox Television, which is now owned by Disney, to stream old episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel, and Firefly. So the big Joss Whedon TV shows from the 90s. And they're kind of starting to ramp up their own original offerings and things of that nature. But one of the more interesting aspects of this is that Facebook is actually kind of gearing up to offer free TV. So local channels, stuff that, you can see on cable and stream it through Facebook Watch. So people can just watch normal, everyday TV on their devices and computers and things of that nature. And we're going to go over a Variety article that kind of goes through this stuff. But it's very interesting because Facebook is being very low-key about this, but it has the potential to be something that the big studios don't see coming, in terms of Facebook coming in and kind of sideswiping them and possibly being a potential competitor in the space that nobody's really aware of them. So let's hop on over to this Variety article here. And this article is written by Gavin Bridge. And it says, what Facebook Watch should do next now that it's trying subscription TV. And this is an opinion piece, but it kind of goes through a lot of interesting little factoids here. Facebook might be about to save free TV. With the news that the social network is dusting off plans to trial selling subscription services through Facebook Watch, a la Roku, Amazon, Apple, etc., and also plans to release their own streaming device, Facebook is demonstrating it has eyes on new video revenue streams. Now, let me just unpack this paragraph really quick. So, if you guys don't know, Roku, Amazon, and Apple all allow you to subscribe to certain channels and networks, through their services. So if you go on Amazon Prime, you have the ability to subscribe to channels like CBS All Access, HBO, Showtime, Stars, Cinemax, all that stuff directly through Amazon. So you can watch these channels through Amazon, and you pay your subscription through Amazon, then Amazon kind of funnels that money to these individual channels. And that's what they're talking about, is that Facebook is kind of testing out a trial version where they're selling subscriptions to other services through Facebook Watch. So if you use Facebook Watch, you can subscribe to something like Showtime and watch all the Showtime shows through Facebook Watch. Now, in addition to that, Facebook is also testing the waters and releasing their own streaming device, kind of like a Chromecast or the Roku stick or the Fire Stick or something like that. So they haven't really come out with anything official yet, but they're kind of dipping their toe in that water, and they'll have some really nice synergy with their subscription services and getting their content out there when and if that does indeed happen. Should this prove successful, it's highly unlikely that the platform would stop there. With 187 million daily users in the US and Canada and 244 million using monthly, it dwarfs the 31 million homes the Roku platform or the 34 million homes using Amazon Fire at least once a month to access video. So here, because of Facebook's huge user base, more people monthly are accessing video through Facebook than through, platforms like the Roku stick or the Fire TV stick, which I find interesting because I don't really watch video on Facebook, but apparently, close to 300 million people are. With scale like that, advertisers would be chomping at the bit to utilize it for what is still one of the most efficient ways to reach an audience en masse, linear channels. Facebook is demonstrating serious intent to chase after all available ad dollars and meet the need of marketers. The next step is offering live TV feeds like rival online video distributors Pluto TV, Roku Channel, Amazon Fire, and Stir. Note, entirely different than the live streaming capabilities Facebook users enjoy, but have really only brought controversy to the platform. So what they're saying here is that basically Facebook Watch is driven entirely by ad revenue. It's kind of like a traditional broadcast network in the sense that Facebook does these mid-roll ads that they sell to advertisers throughout like all their videos. So Facebook Watch, it's almost obnoxiously just inundated with commercials, and but it's incredibly profitable for Facebook. In fact, they're projected to make something like $12 billion off Facebook Watch come like 2023 or something like that. So it's definitely a revenue source for Facebook, and they're looking to kind of scale that up and expand upon it by offering live TV feeds just like these other services do. If Facebook isn't strongly considering offering live feeds of over-the-air stations like Stadium Buzz, METV, and Bounce, they should. Likewise, owners of free-to-air diginets and online linear video streams such as CBSN and Cheddar should be sending out feelers to Facebook. Being offered on Facebook Watch could considerably boost their own audiences. For DigiNets not yet included on a free ad-supported TV, aka FAST, free ad-supported TV, platform, inclusion on Watch would also combat the recent audience growth seen on online FAST services. These platforms may lack some of the higher-profile syndicated shows the larger DigiNets offer, but make up for it with sheer accessibility and interface. So what this author is proposing is that some of the smaller live TV channels team up with Facebook to get in front of more eyeballs, and they can actually offer advertising on their free TV services through Facebook, and everyone makes money and everyone's happy because Facebook gets more content, more channels, and these smaller DigiNets that a lot of people may not watch or know about start getting more exposure and more ad revenue. The coming introduction of 5G networks to America will also aid this concept. Being able to watch a live stream in high quality with zero buffering would aid consumer adoption. Ain't that the truth? The growth of Pluto TV et al. Shows that viewers will watch free TV even of lower quality if it is easily available to them and presented well. Facebook offers a means of reaching more viewers than most, if not all, DigiNet and FAST services currently can. So for networks looking to boost audience numbers, it's a no-brainer. It wouldn't be altruism on Facebook's part to become a free TV distributor. It has been reported that Roku and Amazon Fire takes between 20 and 30% of the ad inventory for live video on their platforms. With digital TV revenues reported by Magna Global to grow by 39% to $3.8 billion by the end of the year and forecast to grow to $5 billion by the end of 2020, grabbing a slice of that pie will be motivating for Facebook's executives. It's not just the scale that Facebook's social network offers. With Facebook owning Instagram and WhatsApp, services with a high reach among younger audiences than Facebook itself, it's not hard to imagine a reconfiguration of IGTV along similar lines to provide the younger demos advertisers covet with access to free live TV. So what he's proposing here is that because of Facebook's other device ownership or platform ownerships like Instagram and WhatsApp, they have an even bigger ability to deliver content. So Instagram TV or IGTV, which hasn't really taken off like I think people were hoping, could potentially be a good venue through which to stream live TV or extend Facebook Watch to, and offer advertisers a bigger reach to the younger demographic that tends to use Instagram. And I think that might be kind of where they're headed, because Lord knows that they haven't really been utilizing IGTV all that much. Facebook has been struggling to get a real toehold in the online video game. Figures such as 50 million users in the US are watching at least 60 seconds of content a month on Watch hardly set the pulse racing. Their slate of originals on Watch may have some dedicated fans, but none have broken out or set the world on fire. And it's kind of interesting because if you do go over to Facebook Watch, it's kind of confusing as to what are the original series that Facebook is promoting and what are user-created series. It feels like a weird hybrid of YouTube and Netflix in a way. I actually think Facebook would probably be better off if they allowed, just any user to go on there and create content and start their own channel, kind of like what YouTube does, and mix that in with more traditional media offerings. So the fact that not a lot of people are using Facebook Watch right now is kind of telling, in the sense that I feel like Facebook is kind of laying the groundwork to blow it up when people are least expecting it. Adopting Facebook Watch into a live TV distribution platform would see Facebook instantly rise to the top of online TV platforms. It would also help to transform how we watch TV. Imagine being able to watch a live feed and decorate it with virtual stickers or tag friends, as can be done with Facebook or Instagram stories. So what he's proposing here as well, and this is something that obviously Facebook can indeed do if they so desire, is to add some type of functionality to these live TV streams that allow users to actually interact with the content, leaving comments, leaving stickers, stuff like that. Kind of like what you can do already with the live streaming service on Facebook, where if you go on your group or your page and you start live streaming and your friends can kind of jump in and leave comments in real time, and throw stickers up and kind of do the same type of stuff they do with their Facebook stories and Instagram stories. That could add a whole another level of interactivity that a lot of the other OTT live streaming platforms don't offer. And that type of stuff, like, yeah, you can dismiss it as, oh, that's stupid, or like, who's going to use that? But that type of engagement actually is really attractive to a lot of people, especially if, it's something that's public. So if you're watching live TV and you're actually seeing people's comments and stuff like that, it can add another level of enjoyment to that program. A world where going onto Facebook and being able to watch feeds from networks such as Eon or CBSN, together with popular fast feeds, will boost the revenues for all partners involved. TV would become more accessible, live viewing would increase. Measurement for this is another story. That's why we shouldn't be surprised when Facebook announces that this in 6 months or a year's time. Thanks to services like Pluto, free live TV is already cool again. Facebook can make it mainstream. Whether or not Facebook will make it mainstream has yet to be seen, but you can bet your butt that Facebook as a company is looking at the landscape right now, looking at how things are being disrupted, looking at TV, and they're probably sitting back and thinking like, okay, how can we capitalize on this? And the funny thing is that, big streamers like Netflix, Disney, all this stuff, they're ignoring Facebook. They're just, Facebook isn't even on anyone's radar right now. And Facebook Watch could potentially also be a competitor for YouTube if they open up the platform and just let anyone do video on demand or live TV or live streaming or what have you. So there's a lot of potential here, and it's interesting that nobody's really talking about this. In fact, this opinion piece here on Variety is really the first time I've seen a major news outlet kind of elevate Facebook to the level of these other big streaming services. And, if they can work out their revenue model in terms of like whether it's subscription based or whether it's, free TV based with ads supporting it or what have you, once they lock in how they're going to monetize this stuff, you're going to see Facebook really ramp it up. And I wouldn't be surprised if they start kind of merging Facebook Watch into the more daily Facebook, user experience. But what do you guys think about this? Do you think Facebook could be a potential, sleeper competitor for these streaming wars? Have you used Facebook Watch? What do you think of it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, for all your movie, TV, and entertainment news and analysis, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. Thank you so much, guys. This is Matthew Kadish, and I will catch you in the next video.